All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast, and I'm your host, Jack, aka Xplodin Apple, and I have four other people here with me.
Oh my god, Jack, that was the shittiest intro I've ever heard. Hi guys, my name's John, and I guess we're doing the bird voice for all our intros.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Matt.
All of this, the podcast belongs to my trash can.
Oscar, what is happening? You have to go in your trash can.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know why Oscar's so obsessed with the trash. I think it's because he was born and raised in there. Like, that's the only thing he sees in the world. Like, everything is just trash to him.
Yo, Dom, do you want to introduce yourself?
So I'm Dom, and I like pie.
So, basically, this is a new podcast that we're starting up on the Xplodin Apple YouTube channel. This is known as the Xplodin Podcast, or the XP Podcast. And that's an acronym for the Xplodin Podcast, which is redundant, but we're going with the name.
Yeah.
And I guess, like, for the start of the pilot episode, we can just talk about, like, how we all started with, YouTube, and, how we all collaborated with Xplodin Film, and, where we are today, and, what we're going to do next, I guess.
Like, does somebody want to go first?
Well, I mean,
should I go in order?
Well, I mean, anyone can pitch in whenever they want, but I can talk about my personal experiences when, at the very, very beginning, this all started with Matt and me. We, like, Matt, do you remember those days?
Like, yeah, like, Jack, like, didn't we start, like, in like, beginning of middle school?
Oh, yeah,
like,
dude. I think we did that even before that, but we didn't even start publishing YouTube videos then.
It was just, like, for fun back then, but, like, yeah, like, I would just, like, after school, like, I would just come over to Jack's house and be like, Jack, you want to film? And we'd be like, yes!
I don't know, but for some reason, like, I came up with the weirdest idea. It was just like, hey, Matt, do you want to film an Angry Birds video? And he's just like, yeah. And then
there was, like, no context, like, whatsoever. Like, Jack was just like, let's just... Because, like, I think we were just, like, in your basement, if I remember correctly, and, like, you just, like, took out a bunch of puppets, and then, like... you're just,
I think even then, we, like... had, like, we made, like, did the puppets do, like, weird like stuff, and I don't even know where to get started on that. It's like, that's another rabbit hole.
Yeah, it was crazy back then, man. We just had so many weird ideas, and then sure enough, we just made videos out of it.
Yeah, and then, like,
then Craptastic was born.
Yeah, and then eventually, like, throughout high school, we knew Dom at the time too, but Dom didn't start legitimately hanging out with us, like, often until, like, the high school days. And, like, John jumped in as well on that bandwagon. And then I think I met Ben. You guys knew Ben, but I didn't properly meet him until, like, I think my freshman or sophomore year. And then he joined in with the group as well. We pretty much all collaborated with the final chapter. We were all, like, voice actors on it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I met Jack. I mean, I kind of knew who Jack was, like, in elementary school. Like, we had a few classes, we knew
we knew each other.
It wasn't
since,
until,
like,
like, middle
grade.
school where we had, it was, like, in our English class or something. Like, we just, we sat at, like, the back of the class. We would just, I remember
all we would do is
hard.
piss off the teachers.
Yeah, like, in separate classes, like, and, like, further on through high school, like, the teachers put Jack and I, like, at separate ends of the room. Because we would just, like, fuck around and just, like, in the back of the room. And, like,
then we would just
that didn't help either, because, like, we would just had fucking language.
We would just communicate with sign language.
Or, like, bully emotes.
just do shit that we only us understand, and people were just looking at us like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but, I knew who Jack was. What's up, Matt?
What was the first and, like, bullshit moment that you guys remember?
Oh, I was gonna mention that, like, in
the first thing. Jesus, that's way too long ago. But
Jack, I think in that English class in middle school, like, just I like walked in because like I think we had assigned seats and it was you, me, and Patrick.
Oh, Patrick.
And we, like,
He was in a
yeah,
few
like,
films too. He was in a few films.
yeah. Like I just sat down and like you guys. I just remember Jack was like, "So what's for dinner tonight, Puff Mama? Chili?" And I was like, "Oh man!" I just started laughing. It just made me laugh the whole class. So then, yeah, just from there, then Jack and I got a little closer. We started playing Xbox. We started hanging out in person, and I think yeah, like Craptastic was probably my first.
Well,
cameo, I guess.
I didn't tell anybody about Craptastic until like later in like middle school. Like I like at the very last second, I told everyone, "Hey, let's just wrap up the whole thing. Let's just make a final episode." And it's just like I got all the guys together and like we'll show you what me and Matt have been doing after all these years.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't just us either. It was like Adam and Harry were there too. It was crazy.
But yeah, Jack, talk a little bit about the second channel, like Xplodin Apple, that like
Oh,
you
of
started
course.
now.
Yep. The channel that's this podcast is being uploaded on. Yeah. So
Yeah.
with the help of Ben, with the helping me get my first capture card, and
Yes.
just in general helping me figure out how to do gameplay videos. It was a rocky start, but we started off making Super Smash Brothers videos, and it wasn't really anything too special. It was just all like just us playing the game and just just screwing around.
Now it works. Oh my gosh, I feel so stupid. All right, here we go.
People actually liked this.
All right, hey guys. So here is me, Jack, and Matt. I mean, actually, sorry. I mean, Morse Mods, Xplodin Apple, and who's the other guy?
Matt doesn't have a YouTube channel.
Just call him Sears Hardware Store. All right.
Yeah.
I remember that blatantly.
Yeah, and I remember like asking Jack, I was like, "Why did you want to like make another YouTube channel?" Because like the one that you had, like Xplodin Film, that like what it was, with the plush videos, like it had so much popularity, and I feel like why not just start on that one? And he's like, "No, like I want to start fresh. Like I want to just create a second channel for like gameplay and video games." And I was like, "Okay."
Well, I decided like at the time that like some of the videos that were just like a couple like 100 like years old, and the way it just started out, it was just like people were just gonna be in shock that like, who the hell is this channel? Like it's rebranded Xplodin Film. It's like, what is this? So I was just like, yeah, like let's just dedicate something else to gaming. Like that's what a lot of content creators have been doing. Like it's just separating different content from ones to each other. I guess.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe it in the way, but I remember like in the first video we got Ben in, and then Matt was in it too. But the audio was atrocious. Like the microphone audio was like maxed out. It sounded like ear rape.
Okay, guys, I just started playing Call of Duty. How do you play this? How do you play Call of Duty, guys?
Who wants to do a glitch to get your guns diamond?
Hey, shut the fuck up! I have diamond on your mother's vagina. Oh, don't mind him. He's my asshole brother. Hey, shut the fuck up! You shouldn't even be on Call of Duty if it's your brother's account. Yeah, it's no cool if you're playing on your brother's account who has older than you, and then that cool. Mark, stop choking on the semen. I'm sorry, it's in my throat. Mom, give me some chocolate milk. Make that too. I want chocolate milk too. Get in yourself, boys.
Who's doing you?
Boys, turn that ruckus down. I'm trying to sleep. Hey, shut the fuck over there, Jim. This is your mother. This isn't your mother. That's Jim.
I think it was just like the laptop or whatever we were recording on, like just the internal microphone, and it just sounded so bad. But I think it's like because it sounded bad, it like added an extra element of like just being bullshit, just like
it's like you can't even hear us.
Yeah. Speaking of the really shitty mic, yeah, John, that you're talking about. So it's really funny. Like when we were originally making the Super Smash Brothers videos, now I had no idea what I was doing, but I decided to bring over like my old gaming Turtle Beach headset, and so I thought that the mic, like for making those videos, had to be plugged in with like the really old, from like 2003 Turtle Beach headset. So our audio was going through that little like shitty like 2000s mic, and that's why our voice sounded so like crackled and distorted.
Dude, like I think if anything, that mic sounded worse.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't there for that first video. I think
was
I was
there for the
supposed to
second
be,
one.
but I think I had.
It was just me and you for the second video, and then like
Yeah, and then so on.
I think
I
Dom
just became-
Dom was also there during the early days, but which video did he debut in? I think it might have been one of the Smash Brothers videos.
Or it was the fat ass nerds.
He definitely was in Fat Ass Nerds.
It was fat ass nerds or like the Mario Maker rage videos. I think it was like he was in like the background just laughing at our just stupidity and us getting pissed off.
Yeah, the Fat Ass Nerds
that?
video just started everything with like even our inside jokes. Like it started off with me and John just annoying people in a Black Ops 2 lobby. And like Dom, Matt, and Ben were just like listening to our stupidity. It's like, why are you guys doing this? And it's just like Dom's just like, screw it, like, I'm just gonna join in. And then like Ben joined in, and then Matt joined in, and all we were doing was just annoying everybody in the lobby.
Well, I would go and get cookies if I wouldn't get off my fat ass playing Call of Duty all day. But I ain't my cookies. It was me. Hey, shut the fuck up. We're trying to play Call of Duty here. Hey guys, it's your sister Sally. I wanted to see. Oh my fucking god, I hate Sally. Sally, get the fuck out of here. You're not in bed. Boss, your grandma's a delusional. Oh my gosh. Guys, come on. I just wanted to see what Call of Duty was. Hey guys, can I play? Why is grandma in a fucking trash bag? Hey, big fucking brother Sal. Shut the fuck up. Sal, get the fuck out of here. Why won't anyone just leave us alone, Jim? Why do we have such a big ass fucking family? Why do we have to have so many kids? Because me and your mother couldn't keep it in the pants. I can't fucking sleep because you morons are playing Black Ops all night.
Yeah, it just started off like, hey guys, are you ready to play Call of Duty, guys? And then it just turned into like, this is your mother!
Yeah. And then, you remember how I went from your grandma to your stepmom to your, like, listen, man, my character went through, like, 5 different gender roles during that video.
It was like fucking Alabama in that fucking video.
It's like
Dom
Matt
sucked his guns and being the mother. Like
he just changes his roles.
No,
wait, I'm your mom.
Yeah, no way, that was your grandma and your mom.
That's it. No cookies for dessert tonight.
Do you know how I got the idea for that? One day
how?
I was watching The Big Bang Theory. You know, Howard's mother just like.
Oh no.
Oh, you got it from that?
Yeah.
That I did not know.
She just randomly said, I think in one episode of Big Bang Theory, like,
Yeah, and then I just came
no,
to
I think I
Sal.
came up with
It's a
something.
big brother Sal.
Like,
It's your big fucking brother Sal. Shut the fuck up.
I remember Big Brother Sal.
Oh
Dude, no
man.
joke. After doing a mom's voice the whole night, I couldn't fucking talk the next day because I did it so much.
It was like further in the video, like I think I got like Sal, like yelled like really loudly.
I don't even.
I forget.
Wait. Oh yeah, that's right. He did. He was like, oh.
Somebody roasted someone, and Matt's character just goes.
First of all, that's your food. Hey, Sal, get the fuck out of here. Why don't you go get back to your fucking job that you have? Sal, go to sleep. You got work in the morning. Why did you fucking make me?
No, wait. No. You were insulting Matt's character, and then Matt was doing oh. Like he was roasting himself. It didn't make any sense.
Me and Dom, like the mother and the son, going back and forth. It's like, well, at least I have a job.
Oh yeah, you got owned.
Wait, no, but then wasn't Dom in like some of those reaction videos? Remember, like the.
That's right. That's right. We were
Poop
doing
ones.
YouTube poops. He was in the background.
I've been thinking. But first, excuse me, do you guys have the time?
Is that the Jurassic Park dinosaur? Jurassic Park.
Everyone,
God,
Yeah.
I remember those.
Yeah, this was back like when I was living in like a much bigger house. Yeah, I remember those. Like, I used to really love that place. It's like sometimes like all of us would just hang out, and then the cat would join too. Like he would be like
Yeah,
just
Tom.
yeah, he would just be like hanging out with us. He'd be part of the squad. Those were awesome.
I was always part of the squad.
Yeah. So should we continue on with
should we continue on with the origin stories? Like
Yes,
about how
we are getting sidetracked.
Yeah. So
It's just the flooding of
who didn't
nostalgia.
go?
Oh,
Yeah.
it really was nostalgia.
It really was.
Anyone else want to like pitch in, like, you know, any? Because I can still like bring up some stuff that's over the years. Like, we've been pretty much like, it's been like almost like the 5 of us have been like a squad since like we all graduated high school, and then we all went to different schools in college, and it was harder for us to communicate there.
Yeah.
We had different grades too, so it like that a little bit was staying in touch a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Matt left first, and then Ben, and then Jack and John.
Yeah, then like college, what was nice is like during the breaks we'd all like come home, we'd all like see each other again and like make more videos. I think just now at like this point in time, like we're all like adults, we all have like our own jobs now. And like some of us, like I've moved to a different state. I like moved down south for a job. It's like I don't see you guys as much anymore.
Yeah.
Come visit me soon, hopefully, right?
Yeah, I am. The bonus is I am close to Matt. We're in the Carolinas, so I'm not too far away.
That is true. Especially we got to hang out a lot, like during the time of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Maybe like if John comes visits me, like we could do a podcast, like and me and John would just be like sitting right next to
The
each
John
other.
and Matt show.
That would probably get a lot of ratings. Like I'm pretty sure a radio company would approve of that.
I think someone will call the cops on them first.
It's like,
guys, we got like Stephen A on our show.
Just like Matt will just swear, and it's just like, go guys, you can't say that on the radio. I don't care.
Jack, you can't say that on stream. You remember that?
Yeah, like, that would be like the next Howard Stern like podcast.
Oh my god.
Yes, dude.
My idea for this podcast.
A little bit, but I just wanted to say one thing. Like, I'm so happy that like we got to do this because like it's been a really long time since the 5 of us have just like really like gotten together and like this is really awesome that we're able to do this.
Yeah, there's going to be a ton of episodes, too. Like, it could either be monthly or bi-weekly, depending on if the show, like, gets good ratings or something. But the reason why I did want to start this podcast is not only to provide, like, new content to an audience, like, if they're tired of gaming videos and stupid shit like that, because, like, I get it. It's repetitive. But it's also because I missed you guys. We haven't seen each other in, like, so long. Yeah. So it's like, I had to find a way for us to get together again. And, like, hey, this show's perfect.
Yeah, no, if I'm not mistaken, like some people like it was getting some popularity. I think Jack put out like a poll or something, just saying like, would you guys like a Xplodin Apple podcast or something with all of us on it? And
yeah, there's actually
I think it did get some feedback.
Yeah, it did. People are excited for this podcast, and what I wanted to do is like I wanted to take a bunch of episodes and like schedule them like a TV show. So like we can pre-record like the first 3 episodes, and it'll just go on from there. We can talk about like new subjects, like. We could talk about something like that's trending or something like stupid that we've had over the years or just like...
Yeah, like new games and just like, yeah, like things that are going on right now. We could talk about our past too.
Like, I was thinking for episode 2, we could like talk about the whole Plants vs. Zombies thing. Like just all of us and our experience with it.
The piece.
What is that, dog?
My housemates.
That's all.
Yeah, so I guess if we want to just keep going with the timeline, Jax, like we started making these videos, like we started doing like Mario Maker like rage videos, like back when that came out. Like when the Wii U came out, we did like a lot of we did a lot of playthroughs, and I think during that time period too, like I did a lot of. That's where I started making my Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 videos, and occasionally I would have John on the videos. I would have Matt. I think. Ben definitely was there a few times. I'm not so sure if Dom bought Garden Warfare 2, but I remember back in the day, me, John, Ben, and Dom, we all had a squad on Xbox 360 for Garden Warfare 1. I wish I had that. Awesome. I wish I would have had the channel back then because those had to have been like the golden years of our play days. Oh, absolutely. And even to this day, like, you know, Garden Warfare 1 still gets a lot of popularity and shit like that. It's on Game Pass now. It's still on Game Pass.
Oh, Jack, I played that game with you guys.
We were just talking about that, yes.
No, you said you were the one included, Dom. It was.
Yeah, I said John, Ben, and Dom.
Yeah.
Am I talking?
Why did you include me?
Like, yes, there's another person in this call named Dom.
Really? Where? Who?
There's 2 Doms. I'm Dom.
Calling Pinhead.
Who you calling
Garden
Pinhead?
Warfare was I think like when Jack and I were in our sophomore year of high school. He did introduce it to me, and he's like, "Hey, there's this game like Garden Warfare. It was made by like the makers of Battlefield." I was like, "Wait, Battlefield made like a Plants vs Zombies game?" I was like, "How does that work?" But he's like, "It's like a shooter," and I'm like, a Plants vs Zombies like shooter game." And like I had to see it to believe it. I think I got it when it was on sale. Like I had like the disc. And this was around the time when like the other Xbox One came out. Like we transitioned from 360 to Xbox One.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
I think I got it for 360, and then I was like, I don't know if I'll get it for Xbox One. But I actually started playing it with Jack when we had our squad, and we just like used to dominate games. Jack was so good at Garden Warfare 1. Like I will say, like
because everyone in the game was stupid. They were all like little kids.
Or just like 10 years old.
Including us. Like we were way worse than you were.
At the back then it was just like 4 grown men or like 4 teenagers like fighting against like 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
Of course we were gonna win.
Jack, we would like specifically switch teams. Like when we're decided to be the zombies, we're like switch. We just go back to Chopper and just keep screw up the whole team. Oh man, why was that even a thing in that game to like switch teams and just like so you could just beat Chopper every game if you switch back to Plants?
That is true. Do you guys remember our Wii U days too, like with Nintendo Land and like Super Smash Brothers?
Yes, Matt's high-pitched scream is what makes me laugh every single time I watch that gameplay. He's like, "What the fuck are you fucking kidding me?"
You'll never catch me, cops. Hey, Matt! No! Are you fucking kidding me?
So funny, dude.
I feel like we did a lot more games on the Wii U, but I can't remember it. All I remember is like Nintendo Land. Actually, we might have done Mario Kart, didn't we?
Was there a Donkey Kong game, Jack, or was that Switch? The Tropical Freeze was
that's on Wii U and Switch now.
Okay.
Oh, do you remember Doritos Crash Course?
Doritos Crash Course.
Dom, you hated that game. You remember when we played that off camera? And you were like, "Oh my god, guys, I can't beat the freaking Japan levels."
I think Dom definitely like at one point like I think he told me like he trashed his apartment once.
What?
No, it was never
done.
Or like he's had like a stack of papers in front of him and he just knocked them all off.
It fucking pissed me off.
And I guess that could like transition to the next topic. It's like Jack, those indie games from 360.
No. Oh my god, fucking indie games.
John
and Ben and I played a lot of those back in the day. Like there was like the so like the way like for those like who don't have Xbox or like had a 360. So like Xbox 360 had like an avatar, like your profile had like an avatar you made, which is like represents you.
Yeah, it's just like the Nintendo Mii's. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Then Microsoft made these like I don't know. Actually, no, they weren't made by Microsoft, but they had like these indie games that were produced by like fans that would use the avatar like in their games, and there was like all these like spin-off games. Like there was Avatar Fighter, Avatar Karting, which was like a Mario Kart for things, and there was a lot of fun games like that. Like Ben and Jack just like found all these like weird games.
Most of the games are crap.
Yeah, they were dog shit, and like they were like, we can make a video about these. I'm like, who's gonna watch that? Like nobody's heard of these games. And then let's bring this round circle, Jack. Monkey Poo Flinger.
John, I feel like we should make that. We should still make this a playthrough. Like we didn't get past level 3, but after level 3, there's supposedly like upgrades where you can make your monkey poop faster. I still have them on my Xbox.
So close. That game is such shit, and like it pissed me off when we had that. You can go back and watch my my reaction to almost like I think we were close there, Jack. Like we almost won like whatever round that was, and like it came down to like a millisecond, and I got hit by shit, and we failed, and I like.
Yeah, it's guys. In other words, it's Space Invaders, except you're a monkey throwing poop at people in a zoo.
Oh my god! 4, 3, 2, 1. No! No! Are you? I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this bullshit. bullshit. I'm so done. Right now.
Yeah.
Wait, Jack, do you remember this old Wii game? You used to fucking love it. It was like that bully game.
Bully, yeah,
Yes.
Bully Scholarship Edition. Me and John played that.
Love that game. Oh
So that was that was our senior year, Jackson. Our senior year of high school. We did like a whole playthrough. And
That
like,
was
episodes.
that was Ben's copy of Bully Scholarship Edition for the Wii. But me and you had it for Xbox 360, and
right.
Ben gave me his Wii copy of Bully. I have it in my closet right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, we had Bully. Like we played it before we did our playthrough in senior year. Like we played it like I think in our early years of high school, and we loved it. And then I think just a few years later, we're like, you know what? Like, I think it's when it came to the Xbox One, Jack. I think that's when we're like, hey, we should do like a playthrough of this game.
Hey, bitch.
We did a ton of playthroughs during that era. I think me, you, and Matt did like games that we never even heard of, like Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. Matt, do you remember that?
Oh yeah,
dude. When I first tried that game, like, infuriated me.
It's like there's so much going on all at once.
It'll be fun if it was a little easier. Don't touch the ship. Do not touch the ship. How did we? What? He teleports? What? Oh no. Oh, that's complete bullshit. Are you? I can't. And you know what the worst part is? I can't. I've got. What? Come on, John. We gotta finish the boss. What the hell was that? How did he teleport?
My mic didn't pick it up, but I'm assuming you said something.
Really? I'll say it.
Yeah, no, that's what I...
The bear?
Bear. Dude.
Just your hands.
Oh my god. I don't think I was there for that game.
Yeah, so I think I don't know who found that. I think it was like when Microsoft was giving out like free games with like Xbox Live Gold.
Wait, just one thing. So like Bear, like, how was he the first boss?
He was the second boss, I think.
No, he was the first. He was the first one.
Oh.
Jack, how many tries did that take?
Like 60.
Like so.
Yeah, I think there were some off-camera.
And the boss fight was hard too. It's like it took a really long time to beat him.
It was so hard.
And it took a long time to beat him.
There was no difficulty in that game.
It was Bear, and then what else?
Oh, Ben just told me he's taking a shit in the middle of the podcast.
On Ben.
What a great way to start the first episode.
I mean, would it be?
I want to take you with me and leave my camera and microphone on and just hear me drop a bomb in the bathroom.
Xplodin Apples.
He's dropping some kids off, if you know what I mean.
No, Jack, he's not doing that. He's just letting some shit out.
No, that's what I'm saying. To drop off the kids.
Yeah, what was that thing? It's like you farted during a stream, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me, Jack?"
Yeah, Jack farted directly into a microphone. The microphone at the beginning of an episode, I think.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Are you fucking kidding me, Jack? What is your content? Your fans are looking for like a perfect time just playing a video game, but no, you have to give them fucking flatulent shit.
Or at
no,
the end,
we would no, that was during like our PvZ versus live stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's address the elephant in the room: Plants vs Zombies versus.
Oh yeah.
That somehow went viral. Like it somehow skyrocketed, and honestly, I still don't know how that happened.
Yeah, we were all like blown away, like how popular that first video became. Like, Jack, do you have like a viewer count? How much it has like today?
I think 1.1 million.
Oh my gosh. And like this was just like we didn't have anything planned either. We're like, let's just do like I mean, we talked about it for a while, Jack. Like even like back in like high school, we're like we should do like videos of like Plants vs Zombies versus.
Oh yeah, we definitely played them even before that, but it's like Yeah, but it's like that's how the whole thing skyrocketed, and to this day they were just like they're still asking me like where's PvZ versus, and every time I would tell them like the original cast, it's like we're not in the same state anymore.
Split. Like We'd love to, but like we just can't.
I know. That's what sucks. It's like, I don't know, unless I become like a really successful businessman and like just fly you guys to like a studio.
Fly us all home just to play Plants vs Zombies.
I mean, that's what Mr. Beast does.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, man.
Yeah.
Once we get rich enough like Mr. Beast, then we'll start doing that.
Yeah, so like we just put out like the first video, and I think I was rather like in class, or like I forgot when it was exactly where I was, but I get a text from Jack, and he's like, guys, like the video has like, I think it was when you first said, he was like, it has like 100,000 views. I'm like, really?
Yeah,
like,
that was in the course of
100,000.
That was a week. That was in a week.
Yeah.
Easy.
And just like as the weeks went on, he's like, guys, it's at like 500, and then eventually like it's like he's like, it's at 1 million. I'm like, how? Like how the hell did that video get 1 million views?
Honestly, we didn't do anything that was different. All we did was just play the game and just, you know, we were just ourselves, yeah.
Yeah. You know, like we're happy you guys like it, but just like it's hard for us to do that because like the way the game works, right? Because it needs to be like split screen, and you need to be on the same console and like in the same room. So like if we were able to do it online, we definitely would. But I think just we can't.
It doesn't work out. Yeah.
I think I was told there was like an emulator thing, but it takes like a lot of like, you know, tech and like a really strong internet connection for it. It's just way too much for even me to handle.
Yeah. But I think we'll find something else.
But yeah, we eventually did get inspired to do other stuff. Like even afterwards, we did like a Castle Crashers playthrough, you and me and Matt.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
No, what? How did I get knocked off? Barney the dinosaur's mine! No, he's not! Barney's purple! Eat your ass! My Barney the dinosaur! He's not Barney!
And I remember blatantly, we also continued our fun playthroughs, like all of us together. We were talking about Doritos Crash Course earlier. Me, John, and Ben actually sat on a couch and we played the entire game in one sitting.
And almost lost my mind playing that game.
That was pretty crazy.
I did it!
You guys are pussies!
Oh, we're pussies?
Oh, really?
Why torture yourself? Yeah.
Because I'm beating it legit like a man!
Look at how mad you are right now. Nothing about this game is manly.
Yeah, that game will do that to you.
Yeah, but what drives me is like, you know, I like doing those type of videos. Like even though they don't get like as many views, they're still so much fun to make. And I wish to keep doing that with you guys. And whenever that time comes, it's like, you know, by all means, we should all play video games. But it's harder to do that when we're all adults and we're all working. We can't just sit on our asses, play video games all day, and expect money to come out of, you know, our butts.
Yeah.
Unless we're Phil Burnell, then it's fine.
By the way, give me money.
I need that money. I really do.
I need that money.
I think that I need that money to pay my bills, my internet bill, the electric bill, and I'm gonna lose my house. I think my favorite, Jack, and like when you were like the cameras went on the whole time. Like I love the I don't even know. Like, as he says that, like it always makes me laugh. But yeah, back to like Doritos Crash Course. I think just as that video went on, like you could just see me slowly losing my mind. Like as the video gets to the end, I was just so tired. I'm like, oh my god, like this game, like I do not want to play this anymore. Like I was losing it. Like I was losing all composure playing that game. Which brings me to the question, like, what happened to Doritos Crash Course 2? Because, like, I played that more than I played the first one, and that was, like, on the 360, and I think they, like, took it off the store for some reason.
I think Microsoft actually got rid of it. I don't even know why. Microsoft took it off. I don't know why they did that.
Is it because not enough people downloaded it? That could have been why. Like,
no,
maybe a lot more people only downloaded the first game, not the second one.
I don't see what's wrong with it because it was just like the first game, except it had newer mechanics. But it was just, yeah, it's a mystery. Maybe it's just because the game's lifespan. But then again, why isn't Doritos Crash Course 1 deleted, right?
I just googled it. It said like it said that Doritos Crash Course 2. It said the likely explanation that is it was not enough income that was being generated by the purchase of coin packs to justify the cost of keeping it online.
Oh.
So I guess that was back in the bullshit of microtransactions.
Oh, but we're still going through the period of microtransactions if you're playing Electronic Arts games. But that was just the very, very beginning of the dawn of microtransactions. Back when
and a good example was Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2 was when that first came out, and it just because the first game was you had to buy a $50 to get different maps and whatever, and that game barely worked. It was so laggy, the servers were just crap. And the second game came out and just it was even worse. That game was so pay to win. If you bought all these packs, you get all the upgrades and just completely dominate lobbies. It was just so unbalanced and just it wasn't fun to it was rather you were doing the ass kicking or you were getting your ass kicked.
But the thing
by someone who just paid money.
Even during the earliest days, mobile games, you had to pay 99 cents every time you wanted to use the Mighty Eagle in Angry Birds.
Yeah.
It's just
but the good news is that Battlefront 2 specifically, at least today, or at least when they changed it, they took all microtransactions out because a lot of people complained, and the game's in a good spot now. I think just the diehard fans kind of play it, but doesn't have much popularity. But it's in a good spot now. It's kind of that's when EA just kind of saw okay, people are pissed off. We shouldn't do this anymore.
Yeah, the
Granted,
same thing
they still do it
The same thing happens with Plants vs Zombies. Same thing happens with other Electronic Arts games like FIFA.
Yeah, and Madden, just getting
Madden. I have a bit of a rant about that game. About
Madden is bullshit.
Yeah, it's pretty much been the exact same game since Madden 14.
But it's football, Ben.
What?
It's football.
It's football. No.
Yeah, those sports games pretty much don't change except the new players, the new graphics. Any new game stuff.
Oh, get this! What about when the professional athletes voice act for the game?
That's really bad, shitty voice acting.
Come on, guys, we got to get started. We can beat this as a team.
We work too hard and too long to deal with it. That's right. We all gotta put our effort in and get it done. Let's do it.
It's they didn't even want to be there.
I don't blame them. They could be doing something so much better with their time.
It's the way. I think that was it was NBA 2K15, and just the fun story mode of that game. The voice acting was so bad. Just the guy he just went in there and read his lines. That's the best you could describe it. It's just no effort, just no enthusiasm at all. It's just well, how would a young buck like you get in here and play and then it would just cut off. I don't want to talk about that, man. We're trying to win this game. It wouldn't even let the guy finish. It was just poorly edited too. I wanted to know about this last guy's stats. I don't want to talk about that, man. I want my focus on the game.
Yeah, Ben, I remember one video we made where it was WWE 2K16. You had all those mod packs. You had all those stupid skins. We could play as Mario, Luigi, Freddy Fazbear, Barney the Dinosaur, Shrek.
I saw a few videos. It was Ronald McDonald. There's one that's Jesus. There was
Sporticus and Robbie Rotten.
Yeah. Well, because Jack, that was a really funny video that we made about WWE 2K16 because I got that game back in high school on sale, and so I decided because I haven't ever owned a wrestling game before, so let me own this one. And I honestly treated that game like Smash Bros. It was pretty much like a Smash Bros wrestling game because they had this custom kind of shop where people would make their own characters.
Wait. It says fully loaded. Is that what's in our butts right now?
Oh my god, you're so gross, Ben.
Yeah.
Oh god, where are his pants?
Wait. I'm not. Why the heck is my guy naked?
Wait, the Grinch wore pants in the movie, didn't he?
Why is he naked? Why is he naked?
Now let's see if he can put them together. Hey, put some clothes on.
And I think I downloaded a Nicolas Cage Shrek because somebody put but the best part about it is people could like they could go on their phones and they could take pictures of like actual people and post their face on the WWE characters. So like for example, you searched up like Darth Vader, like it's like Darth Vader's like burnt face. Like you
That's
just, like,
cool.
Paste, like
That's
his burnt
cool.
face. I mean,
That
yeah,
would be
like,
cool.
That one's kind of cool though. But yeah, the like you could have like Robbie Rotten's actual face like pasted on Robbie Rotten's like shitty body. It's really good.
Yeah, like I do also remember one time, like I think Dom came to my house, and it was just like he wanted to crash there for like a couple of days because I think he was in town. So it's just like no one was home, and it was just the two of us. It's just like, hey Dom, you want to do a playthrough together? So we did like.
I wonder how many people in the Discord know where that's from, what show.
Of course they know where that's from. But yeah, I remember me and you, Ben, and no, not Ben. Dom. You're Dom. I remember like we did.
There's no other Dom here, Jack.
We already established this. I'm Dom. I'm kidding.
It's not my wallet.
But yeah, we did a playthrough of Human Fall Flat, and it's like I think we were just like we stayed up till like 4 a.m. and we were just both so tired, and we didn't even bother commentating anymore. We just played the game. It's like, you want to finish this puzzle, and you were just like, yeah.
Game was fucking bullshit. Oh my god.
Stick and activate the lampshade. Get the chandelier up. That did not work.
Oh my god.
Hey Ben,
What are you
eating?
Jack.
Some mac and cheese. Cause
I want Domino's.
Yo, that's really funny, Nikki, that you mentioned that because Jen was about to order Domino's. I go, no, we're gonna save money in this house. I'm gonna make some cheap ass mac and cheese instead.
Matt, remember like the Wilkins coffee commercials? Like, what are you eating?
Jack, I think my favorite scene from that film is the train.
Yeah, we did a.
Have you checked this week's jackpot winners list for Wilkins Coffee? Is it hard to do? No, it's a piece of cake. Look out! Here comes my trainload of Wilkins Coffee. Why would you want a whole trainload? I like Wilkins Coffee.
As well as Xplodin Apple videos, we were still active on Xplodin Films. We revived our plush videos, like first with the Stutter Show, and then we did XF Movie as like a parody of like the Super Mario Logan movies. And it's like basically we didn't know what we would do with Xplodin Film anymore. All we did was just like do whatever we want. If we were all hanging out again, we'll do a plush video, or like I actually used the channel for like school, and I had John be like a voice actor for like the Croc Butt and Bear Butt movie. And he was like sending me voice lines from like, out of state. It was, my teachers did like it.
Croc Butt, isn't camping fun?
Absolutely not!
Well, why not?
Because it's freezing cold, we're in the middle of nowhere, it smells like ass in this tent, and worst of all, you're here!
Well, think of the bright side. At least we have a roof over our head.
Bearbutt, I don't understand why it smells so bad in here! Bearbutt, stop! You're gassing up the tent! I can't breathe! You just had to open your mouth, didn't you?
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they even loved the fart jokes.
Bearbutt, you're gassing up the tent. Oh, that was so
Yeah,
funny.
Ben was there on set. Ben was there on set with me.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. What was nice was, like, I tried to find a microphone. Like, I use this one, like, that I'm using for the podcast now, and I used that to record the lines first, but Jack was like, they sound like shit.
It sounded like, yeah.
Really?
I didn't want to be too rude, but it sounded like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 microphone.
Yeah, so I used my my Apple earbuds instead, and they came out a lot better.
Yeah. But,
Imagine just like two different audio qualities, like, and then it's like, what are you talking about?
No, you know what'd be funny if Crocbutt and Bearbutt were like playing like COD, and like they would talk through like the Xbox chat, or like they're playing Fall Guys and they're like Crocbutt's microphone's shit.
It's like, Bearbot, which gun are you using? I'm using the shotgun. It's like, how do
Which
I shoot?
one?
I can't reach the...
Which one, you bonehead?
I got a nuke.
What? How the fuck did you get a nuke?
It's like, I got a kill streak. I sat in the corner all day.
See shit, Bearbot.
Jack, should we do a crossover of Crocbud and Bearbud meets Elmo and Cookie Monster and all?
Yes, we have to do that.
That is a great
Elmo
idea.
hates them, but then Elmo's minions becomes best friends.
Xplodin Film Infinity War.
Oh my!
I still think like I had the idea of like the League of Evil. Like it's like all like the evil leaders are like this Kingpin, Grover, Crocbud, like all like team up.
All the Xplodin Film videos like Food Man, Rough and Tough Dom.
Like
the,
all out
Grim Reaper.
The Grim
like
Reaper.
Bimbo Ben.
Okay, Rough and Tough Dom be the leader of the League of Evil.
What was that?
We'll steal all the pie, and we're like, what?
Wait.
Like Jack, like we make like 2 separate cuts. Like all like our plush characters in there, and then the next cut is just all us in person.
Like, can we just have Matt just eating a plate of rocks in the background of the whole League of Evil?
He's a bad guy.
Yeah. Yo, I think it'd be really, really funny. So let's say like Matt's eating rocks, and Matt's like origin villain story is, hey, why is he here? Oh, it's because his his friend told him like to eat rocks.
Yeah, I told him to eat rocks,
and he wants revenge.
And now he's full supervillain, and now he wants to feed his friend rocks because his friend like forced him to eat rocks. Like it's like a really stupid backstory.
Yeah, and yeah, so like back with the Stutter show, I think like Jack wanted to do something different than like Angry Birds Craptastic, but like we still wanted to use like the characters, but we wanted like the spotlight on someone else. And we thought like Stutter's own like spin-off show would be funny too. I don't know how we came up with Grover being like the main antagonist of that show, but like
that's a good question. I have no idea.
What do you want?
Hello, sir. Are you Stutter McStutterpants?
Yes I am.
Well, it's come to our attention that this island is now a nature preserve for the U.S. government, and only birds and pigs are allowed on it.
Yes, so?
So, there's no puppets allowed, so you're gonna have to leave.
I don't get it.
I just told you everything. So you're gonna have to gather your things and evacuate the island immediately.
I have no
How did
idea.
that even come out? Like who came up with it?
Okay, so
Yeah.
so with Grover, my voice for him being Bane was a complete accident.
Grover, shut up! Get the rest of the guards! Holy crap! Stutter's dead! What happened to him?
I don't know. Who cares? He's annoying.
Stop right there! In the name of Grover! We've got you surrounded with the army of the dead!
I'm gonna kick your ass! Yeah, right.
Is this really the army that Goomba has?
I guess so. Are you sure, guys? I'm gonna kick your ass to second base!
Why do you always have to make baseball jokes?
Because when I did like when I was trying to do his voice, like hello everybody, like I was trying to do that, and then like I voice cracked in the middle of my speech, like stop right there in the name of Grover. Now you're surrounded by the army of the dead.
Yeah, that is the perfect moment when Grover's voice was created.
It's like he hit puberty like the next scene. Like in the middle of the scene, it's just like that's cutaway gag of Family Guy. It's like, hey guys, who wants to play some baseball? Excuse me, I'm gonna go masturbate. That got Matt to laugh.
My mic doesn't pick me up when I laugh, but like I just then. Next thing with Grover, I could put. Yeah, Jack, that's how you did come up with like, oh, we're not surrounded with your army of the dead. That's totally where it came from. It's just like we just ran with it.
Oh man.
Wait, Jack, can you do the scene where like Grover's like outside? It's like, oh, sir.
It's like, oh, sir. Yes.
Oh, sir.
Yes.
It appears that Stutter McStutterpants has left the island.
Yes. Excellent. Now we can finally plot our revenge and make Sesame Street the greatest TV show to mankind. Ha ha ha.
I think the highlight for one of those episodes was like all the 5 of us were like in one of the tiny bathrooms of my older house. And like I just filmed outside, and like you guys were just making like stupid noises. It was like, oh yeah, that like this tastes so good. It's like stupid.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah! Oh my god, that is so good. So good. Oh my god, yes. I love it. Yummy.
I guess I can get out of here now.
Delicious. Yes.
Oh well.
Trash can. Oscar, did you get out of the pool? You're taking my shit. Oh my god.
Time to take my Sunday crap. What's going on in here?
Elmo! Elmo! Elmo!
Oh yeah!
That smells
That's what I'm talking about. What the hell's going on in here?
And then like at like even outside, you just were all like cheering like Elmo, Elmo.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, Elmo.
If I remember correctly, it was I played as Grover for the most part. John was Elmo. Matt was Cookie Monster. Ben was Oscar the Grouch, and I think Dom was Big Bird.
Wait, was it?
Or it could have. It might have been Bert. He could have. He was either Bert or Big Bird. I think Dom. I think plays both at the time.
Big Bird was voiced by like almost all of us. It was Matt at first. Matt at some point. It was me at some point. It was Dom at some point.
It was just whoever was available, because I want to say Jack and John were senior in high school, and then me, Matt, and Ben were all in college. So it was just whenever we were available to like just come back into it.
We just somehow made that
too.
We just somehow made them like whenever we were on stage, those characters were just somehow plot relevant.
Jack, do you remember that one day we were filming? Like it was me, you, Matt, and John. We were trying to film the video with like the Angry Birds and then like Grover and all of them, and it was like the big fight scene. And it took us like half an hour to shoot.
It was like a whole mosh pit.
Oh yeah,
and like we were like
are not going to attack.
We were trying so hard not to laugh at those scenes, but it was just
half an hour to do it.
It was so hard. Just
Matt had to leave the room because he was laughing too. He couldn't stop laughing at it.
Attention, birds!
Oh God, what is it now?
It is I, Grover, and we are not going to attack.
Okay then.
Then what are you gonna do?
Damn,
No, we were so close!
That was I didn't do anything.
Yes,
I swear to God, I did not do anything. I didn't do anything.
I heard you. Come on. Damn it, guys.
I'm just glad all this nonsense is taken care of.
Attention, birds!
Oh my God.
What is it this time, Grover?
It is I, Grover, and we are not going to attack.
I can't. I'm done. I can't do this shit. I can't. I can't even get up to the part. I literally can't.
I was fine until the silence.
I can't.
Do you need like earplugs so we don't hear what we're saying?
Yo, I need earbuds and blasting my music for me to be quiet.
I can't. Can you just do the scene without me? I can't do it.
Really? But we need you to flip the table, though.
I'll flip it.
Really? Okay, fine.
We'll just test it. See how easy.
Do you guys have? Wait, Jack, do you have a pair of earbuds I can borrow?
I almost had to as well. I was breaking out every fucking time.
Like I just waited there for like 30 seconds. Dom was really close to cracking up, and then I was just like, attack!
Just like we were able to do it. We just wait. What was it? Because we had a couple of those pauses in the videos too, just like out of nowhere. There was like the we are not going to attack. There was the Oh wait, I think it was more of the recent ones. It's like Kingpin's like, finally I have a plan to kill the bird. Like, what? And there's like a minute where they didn't say anything.
Yes, the perfect plan to finally kill the birds. What? What? Sir! What do you want?
With the bet.
I'll tell you the plan when it's finished!
I just love those long pauses. It's just like silence in comedy like is sometimes necessary to let the joke sink in.
Yeah.
Great.
But
we are not going to attack.
You know, as well as our film videos too, like that's why we do gaming stuff. Like any time when we're having fun, we just put it on tape and just put it on the internet for other people to see.
You know what I really miss doing? Or like when we made videos, like when we like dressed up in costumes, like I was Matt the Pirate, and like.
I do remember that. That was for my older like silent movies for my college projects.
John the Night Guard. That was with Five Nights at Freddy's.
That was the Five Nights at Freddy's parody stuff.
Hey, fucker, I'm coming in.
We can't throw an ice cream party, Jack. No! Yes! We need to find that child, Jack. He wants an ice cream cake.
I'll do my best, ma'am.
Stop putting fanfish in. They're confusing you. I'm starting to think there really is no child.
You just gotta look harder, man.
That's it, fucker. I'm coming in there.
Hello?
First, one final check to see that that child doesn't exist.
This job is a total joke.
Who the fuck are you?
Hello.
Oh, now's my chance to catch him by surprise. That's it. On my fucking knee.
We did like an Undertale parody too, where it's like I was Papyrus, John was Sans, and then Matt was the human.
The pizza!
Eat it! Eat the pizza!
We had so many great memories with Xplodin Film, but do you know even recently we've had some really good highlights of. Like, last Christmas, Matt came to my house, and we filmed, this stupid, Wii game for Santa Claus. We just wrote, whatever we wanted on the letters and just sent them to Santa.
Santa, you are a fat slob.
I am...
But,
Damn it.
You can.
Let's do... Ass. That's not a number.
Wait,
we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yes.
No, and then Jack
that?
farted in the video.
Oh, no.
And this was my face. I was like this.
Why do you always gotta mention every time I fart?
So bad. It smelled so bad. It was awful.
This is the third story of bringing up Jack farting.
Yeah.
Who are we, Terrence and Phillip?
Yeah. Alright, so wait, what were we talking about?
But yeah, you guys were we all played the game Shotgun Farmers. That was my new favorite shooter at the time, and it still is. I still stream it weekly, and yeah, I think the developer is making new content for the game, especially for Halloween. So what if we come together again and just make another video of it? Because Horde mode's 5 players.
We should definitely, for sure.
Yeah, Jack. You remember when we were doing the basic Horde mode, and then I think it was probably all. I think it was either 4 of us or 5 of us, and we got up to the Queen part, and everybody was dead except me, and you guys were all like, "Oh my God, Ben! Please, the Queen's health.
Please finish
this
it!"
Much.
Dude, she shoots 2 lasers.
2 lasers.
All right, she finished the laser. I'm gonna light her up. Watch this.
Right, do it. Oh,
Double cob! No! Finish her!
Finish her. Ben, you gotta finish her.
You got her!
I did it! And now dance!
Dude, she fucking stepped on me. I thought I could kill her with the double cob.
Did that kill you right away?
Yes!
And now dancing time. Dance for all of us.
Oh my God.
Dude, what if on those last 5 seconds, I got lasered and died? What if I just immediately died?
That would have been horrible. Oh my God.
That would have made a really awful video. No views.
And it was so close to dying. And he's like, Ben, I swear to God, if you die, it's like the last round. There was
Monkey, I
so
swear
much
to
pressure
God.
on me. Like, I was sweating the entire time. Like, guys, I will try to win this. I mean, the queen's health was like this much, but everybody else died within like those like 10 seconds.
It's like
And
we were
like,
just like,
I'm
yeah,
well,
Ben, this is all your fault.
yeah, and then I kind of acted like one of those battle droids from Clone Wars. Guess I'm in charge now.
And then like, yeah, we also, I think we did a little bit of multiplayer, and like some of the people in the game, like we were just doing stupid stuff. Like, and the concept of the game is so simple too, but it's just like that's what makes it fun. It's just like the concept is so simple, and we can just do stupid stuff on it. Like the ragdoll physics were absolutely like hilarious to make videos on. And if anything, like that game is probably one of the most underrated games I've came across, and it's just like this is perfect for content because the Vanoss group did it, back when it was in beta, and Markiplier played it, so it was just like, hey, we should all do it, and like, and yeah, granted, it doesn't get enough attention, but that's just an injustice for the games on the game's end because it definitely deserves the attention. For us, it's just we just like making content.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. So. Should we go back to all the origin stories? I know we got a little bit sidetracked.
Well, I mean, we were talking about like the timeline, like we were
True,
progressing more from like we were talking about like Meanwhile from Xplodin Film, and then we switched back to Xplodin Apple. Like it's like slowly but surely we were progressing over the timeline. And I think when you were when you were in the bathroom, Ben, we were talking about like, of course, the highlight PVZ versus like that got viral, which was like the big highlight of of just us having fun and just showing off what we were like our humor and stuff. Like we wanted to like show the world like we all had like all 5 of us had different personalities.
Yeah, and like none of us expected how like popular that would get. Like I talked a little bit, like Jack texted Matt and I one day. He's like, guys, like that video has like it started off at 100,000, then it went to 500,000, and like eventually 1 million. We were like, wow. Like
I mean, YouTube has a way to like make videos go viral when we least expect it.
Yeah.
It's hard to really, explain the ordeal unless you're like clickbaiting something.
Yeah, like they're like algorithms working away.
Which in itself is stupid, like,
Yeah.
All right. So, but yeah, no, I know.
But
YouTube has the weirdest algorithms.
Yeah, but as of today, like, with the whole channel and stuff, like, most of the time I don't really get to talk to you guys recently, and I've just been making videos solo, but personally it's not as fun, without you guys, just making videos just by myself. It's just kind of lame.
Yeah, like it's hard to find like when we're all available to like even like just play Xbox, and we just play something all like we all have. But like when I heard Jack's like wanted to do like a podcast, and like we all found time, like like this Friday works for all of us. Like yeah, like just getting together like this, and we're all like doing something all together, just getting back together after a long time, like it's great.
Yeah, because if we all don't have time to like play video games or make a YouTube video of it, or just us just having fun, like why don't we just talk together and catch up like on a podcast or something like that? Like whether or not it's something relevant, to today's current events, or just something we've that we could address on the channel overall, like something big that the viewers request for like a topic, like that works too.
Yeah.
All of like ask the viewers like what they want to talk about, or like
yeah, and what we could do also, Jack, like we can get like this Discord too, and like just and then just go live on like YouTube or something, and like you can get like we could like have the chat like ask us questions too, like
yeah,
what
if
we
it
want
gets
to talk about,
like popular enough, we could do that, but this is in like the test 1 phase of like just making like I'm still hyping up for like the trailers and stuff like that, so we're still just we need to like we get to clip like really fun moments, like just like stuff that's just making each other laugh or something like that. That's pretty much the way to hype up a podcast. And I was told like we should put this on Spotify too, and if I figure that out, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
He does a podcast down here and he puts it on Spotify, and he has over like 1,000. Well, I mean, he just started out, but like that's a great way to get viewers as well.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
for sure.
So
yeah, so does Matt or Nikki want to go about their like that how you guys started?
Yeah, we didn't really let Matt or Dom talk the most part.
Yeah, or me for the most part.
Yeah, pitch in whenever you want, guys.
I think me, John, and Jack have talked a little bit. Dom and Ben, you talk.
Dom, do you want to go or you want me to go?
Yeah, I'll go next. My origin story. Let's see. Well, me and Matt, we were in the same grade, so we met back at Shelter Rock, and we didn't start hanging out till 7th, 8th grade when we had this like support class together.
Yeah, you guys knew each other first, and then all of us slowly we got,
Yeah, me and Matt especially, we really bonded over like the NFL and NBA. We just like loved watching it, and we'd always just hang out and talk about it. And I started going over to his house, and then that's how I just started like seeing Jack and John over there. And we all just started hanging out.
That's exactly how it happened because like,
and then with Ben, I remember we met because Ben was trying out for the tennis team as well when we were in middle school, 8th and 7th grade. And that's when I was like really starting to get into like Yu-Gi-Oh and all that stuff. So Ben would play with all his friends, and I started bringing my deck, and we all used to play. And then randomly, me and Ben just started like hanging out. He invited me over to his house on Shelter Island, and we started hanging. And then I don't know exactly how all 5 of us started to come together, but that's when it like.
I think like what happened was like since you guys bonded over Yu-Gi-Oh, like we were like you and me, Dom, we were mutual friends of Matt, and naturally that got us to start hanging out together. And then of course like before I met Ben, like me and Ben had mutual friends of Dom, John, and Matt. So it's just like, hey, wouldn't it make sense for all of us to just hang out instead of just all of us being separate? Like we don't have beef against each other. We're like we're not like girls. We don't start off beef for no reason. We just
we're men.
It's like we get along. It doesn't take much.
Yeah. So so like I said, I knew Jack since like elementary school, but like we weren't that close. I just like knew who he was, but like we didn't really start hanging out until like middle school. I think it's like for me, it's like middle school is when it all came around. Like I started like because I met Ben and Matt like through I think I met Ben through like middle school track, and then I met Matt in high school track. So like I kind of knew, and I think I knew Dom too because he was in my brother's grade, and I'm a little younger than them.
Yeah.
Was there something we had, Dom? Like just I feel like maybe I just knew who you were, but like also just wasn't that close. I think.
Well, he was like
you were in a marching band, and my sister was also in a marching band, and Adam, and I was friends with Adam because
yeah.
Him since like elementary school, so I was friends with Adam, Harry, and everyone else, and then I started like coming and watching. And I noticed you in a marching band as well. Like, oh yeah,
yeah.
And I did band for 1 year, so
yeah, it was fun. And then
yeah, 9th grade, and then after that I stopped.
Yeah, I pretty much knew Matt since I was 5. Like we started at a really, really young age.
Well, yeah, they were like 2 houses apart. Like they lived very close to each other. I lived like down the street, like a little further away, but like I wasn't too far either. Like with Jack's old house,
exactly.
And then
how I met Jack. Like Jack was I think it was during the summer, or I think it was like either like
you and your sister were hanging out on the green, and like we since we were both naturally next door neighbors, I was outside too, and it was just like. I don't know. I just ran up to you and I don't even remember. I think I gave you like a note or something because I didn't know how to talk to you at the time. I have no idea what it was. I was 5.
No, like literally, like it was me and my sister, and we were just like chilling on the green, and all of a sudden we just see Jack like you were sitting by the tennis courts, and I was like, "Who's that kid?" And I just like walk over to
I remember blatantly like you used to be like kicking a soccer ball, and then your sister was like holding like one of those like those baby dolls because like we were all little kids at the time. And I
just like walk up to Jack. I'm just like, "Sup?"
It's like, "Who are you?"
Real. Yeah,
and
were you
Jack's
taller
like,
than Jack at that
time? Come over to
time?
my house, and I'm like, "Okay."
It was just so simple. It's like, "Let's hang out." Yes.
And
like similar to like the Jack. Boy, give me food. Oh. Yeah. Boy, give me food. No. Yes! Okay!
That's also like an Oscar award winning for Xplodin film because I showed that for my senior year English class.
Oh god.
And like I
Told me
think
that, I was
even
like,
even like people in people in my high school even eventually found out what Xplodin Film and Xplodin Apple was. So it's just like, hey, I got somewhere.
Yeah. What's weird is like, because I had that teacher too, but I wasn't in Jack's class. I think I had her like earlier in the day, or Jack had her earlier in the day. But like I don't know if I was like asked by someone like, were you in like that Jack's video or something? But just like I was like, wait, like did he play that in front of the class? And then he's like, yeah, I did, and I got an A. I'm like, what? Like that bullshit got you an A. Like the funniest part of that video, I think, was the punch. Like the punch that like we just edited, like it said like 10 cuts before the punch, like. Oh, because we didn't want to actually like punch Jack, so like we just like put some cuts, but just like there's something about it being shit which made it funny.
Because I told Matt to punch me really slowly, but I sped it up.
I think my favorite part of that video is like when Jack's like he goes in the refrigerator and he goes like. I think that was a bit. Wait, I gotta look that up. Wait.
Well, we are almost to a 1 hour mark in the podcast, the pilot episode. So I think one of our last topics before we end our pilot or the first episode is what's going to be happening in the future for all of us. Will we still be making content? I think so.
Yeah, for Jack's channel, absolutely. I think it's just a matter of like when we can all get together again and just sit down and actually like play something.
Or if you guys if you guys get interested in making like content creation or just being a streamer in general, like this podcast can definitely help you guys out.
Yeah,
it'll put your names out there. So there you go.
For sure.
Yeah,
And,
just like what John was saying, it's just like finding time throughout the day, like during the week.
That might be the big challenge, honestly. Even just normally like playing games, like of all of us, it's not like high school anymore where we had all the free time in the world. It's like we all have different work schedules, and that's going to be a lot more difficult. But you know, that's not going to say we're not going to try our best though to get this show running together.
Yeah.
Show up to Jack's house like anytime I wanted. Like I would literally just like show up like at like 10 o'clock at night and just be like, "Sup, Jack? You want to hang out?"
Yeah, like, and Jack and I would, like, after school, would just go back, like, we'd just do our homework and then just do, like, bullshit. Like, we would rather do stuff for the channel or just, like, play video games.
I remember
we were over there a lot. Like, we were always around.
Apparently, I was taking a nap, and I didn't know, like, apparently Dom and Matt just made themselves, like, they just let themselves into my house and just woke me up, like, for no good reason.
I remember that.
Yes.
That was all Matt. Matt's like, let's go wake Jack up. I'm like, okay.
I literally just did not even give a shit. I just like punched the door open and I was like, "Jack, wake the fuck up."
It's like you would see that in like SpongeBob or something, like Patrick and SpongeBob breaking into Squidward's house.
And Jack was fucking out. He was still asleep. He was like, wait, what?
And he was out cold.
I was fucking out. Woke up still.
So yeah, Jack, I know that you were saying that we want to go into like what we're doing right now, but I can briefly go into like my origin story too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So with my thing, like I'll just briefly say how I met everyone. So I think the first person in the group had to be Nikki, which I thank you for those tennis lessons. I never used them again. Funny enough, after that, which is pretty funny. But I'll never forget. Like after that tennis lesson that you taught me, I'm like, you like Mortal Kombat? And you said, yeah. You were like, dude, what's Mortal Kombat? I was like, oh, you're gonna learn, my friend. Oh. And he came over and he played as Sub-Zero, one of the most like cheap ass characters, and kicked my ass.
I'll believe you were Raiden.
Yeah. I mean, Raiden's kind of but
Also, this is when Ben had hair like Weird Al.
Yeah, dude, my hair was like.
You used to have like really curly hair. I remember that.
Yeah, it was
so
it was a big poofy afro back then. Yeah. But then right, and then who else? Yeah, and then I think the next person, I think Nikki. Yeah, Dom, you introduced me to Matt, and then I was like, oh, Matt seems like a really cool dude. So then we were playing Battlefront back in high school, Yeah, which was a blast. And you remember the Halloween parties that I used to host in my house? And we had that whole Mortal Kombat tournament in my basement. And Adam was the final boss of the Mortal Kombat tournament. Like, funny enough. it was just straight up like just Adam.
We need to get Adam. We need Adam as a guest on this podcast. We need Adam as a guest.
Yes. For sure. Okay, and then
birthday.
John, and then how we met was through the track team, and I was team captain of the track team, and I'm like, this guy's really cool. And then we started playing on Xbox, and then we had the old Dead Island days.
Oh gosh, that game was so fun.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 1. Liar's Dice.
Dude, oh my god. Yeah, or like playing GTA 4 with Adrian, like the biker gang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the bike is life.
Oh yeah. So there was that was before like you could actually like make a gang, but like we would just find like random motorcycles on the street, just like ride like on the street, just like all like choppers, like, and we said like every person we saw on the street, we just have, like the shotgun you could use, just we just go around and like just terrorize everyone. I forgot about that.
I think you met me last, Ben, out of all 5 of us.
Yes, and then Jack, had to definitely have been the last one because. Yeah, I met you in my sophomore year of high school. And the funny story about that was I remember like I was walking out of the middle school entrance and because I had ridden my bike to school. And I was like getting my bike all ready and getting the safety lock off. And then I look over and I see this tall kid who's having some trouble, like trying to unlock his bike. And Jack's like, he's trying to unlock his bike.
No, we first met at Louis. Don't you like we first hung out at Louis, dude? No. I blatantly remembered I waved at you at the front counter and then you came in.
See, Jack, our memories of when we met are so vastly different, which to me is so funny because I remember talking to you at the middle school bike rack, and then we said, "Oh, let's bike over to Louis," and then we went to Gino's, and then we were talking about video games, and then I came over, and Matt's sister was there, and she was like, "These two are playing Pac-Man at like 4 p.m. in the afternoon for no reason." Yeah, and like that's how, because Jack and I, we're both into retro games, and like that's how it really started for us. Like our whole thing of like NES collection.
We also had had love for Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yes, yeah. Like both of us have like a mutual love of that guy. So, but
that was great.
I think that's it. I'm trying to think if I missed anything.
Anybody want to pitch in any other things about what we could do in the near future besides this podcast show, which I hope will do great.
Yeah.
Reaction videos to stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we could do reaction stuff.
No.
No.
I'm trying to get him when he was drinking water, but I think just we could definitely like use this like like our face cam and like the audio too. Like we could react to stuff like funny TikToks or like old videos we used to make.
Yeah, that'd be definitely great stuff from the podcast, and like even in future episodes, like even like the chat or the viewers, they can request any topics we'd like to discuss on the podcast and give our takes on it. Not
absolutely
if they care about our opinions, of course. But I'm sure most people who are watching this do. Otherwise, why would you be watching it? Anyway, that wraps up.
They watch it. They watch it all because of your fat ass face. That's why.
But that's gonna wrap up for this week's episode of the Xplodin Film podcast.
Stop showing people from Trailer Park Boys.
Sorry.
And we will see you next time for episode 2 if it comes out in the next 2 weeks or in the next month. Matt's just showing us pictures of things now. Anybody want to wish a farewell?
Yeah, Matt's the oldest, but he acts like the youngest.
He is the youngest.
Very, very true.
He's the oldest out of all of us.
Yeah.
All right, people. Thank you all so much for watching the first episode, and we will see you guys for episode 2. Take care, everybody, and have a great night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.